Hello, how are you? I'm vlogging today. I am sitting in the parking lot of one of my favorite parks to walk in, eating my McDonald's breakfast. I just got done eating my bacon, egg, cheese McGriddle. It was delicious, and I'm drinking myself a French vanilla iced coffee. It's not Starbucks, but it's not bad. Like, it's got caffeine, and it's not super, super sweet. It'll do. It'll do. I ordered a frap. Their blender was down. It's McDonald's. I'm not surprised. It's like expecting their ice cream machine to work, right? So, this is what I got. And it's gonna be enough caffeine to get me through, I'm hoping. Anyway, I did some crafting. I made a headdress thing, headband, flowery thing, this thing. And all the materials came from the headband itself, which is like a double metal headband, came from Dollar Tree. And then the flowers and the eyeballs and the ferns came from Walmart. It was all pretty cheap too. It wasn't too bad. It only took me like a couple minutes to throw it together too. It's not bad. And then I used some felt, like little felt sheets that I had laying around in my craft stash that I got. I usually buy those like Joann's or whatever. I'll get or Walmart. Sometimes they have like the big packs of like the felt sheets. Get those there. Anyway, I made that, and it still needs something, I think. I'm not sure what. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments down below. Like what you think would be cool, like something hanging down from it, or sticking out from it, or just like what it needs. Because I feel like it needs something. I just don't know what. And then the second thing I made was I just took a little simple craft, just like something for myself. But I took one of the wood pumpkin like cutouts from Dollar Tree, and I painted it like a pumpkin using some of my many gallons of little bottles of craft paints. And then I used my Cricut, and I get the like shimmer glitter vinyl, so it doesn't shed glitter. Like the way it's made, it's just like shimmery looking. It's glitter, like glitter looking, like if you stare into it, your eyes can't adjust. It's like staring into the abyss. I absolutely love that stuff. But it doesn't shed glitter everywhere, which just drives me nuts. I try so hard to stay away from things that shed glitter because that's craft herpes and it gets on my nerves. So anyway, I made a little Disruptivegirl plaque by painting a pumpkin, cutting out the letters on my Cricut, and I absolutely love it. The shimmer paper is hard because you have to use very specific transfer paper. You can't just use anything. I did find though, because I couldn't find the transfer paper that came with the pack of shimmer paper because, well, that's typical. I used some painter's tape, and the painter's tape worked perfectly, and it didn't lift up the paint. The pumpkin I painted, after I painted it, I sealed it with some Mod Podge and let it sit for like a day before I put the lettering on. And then after I put the lettering on, I realized that you couldn't really see it didn't pop enough. So I went in with like a paint pen and just like traced it in green so it stood out a little bit more. But yeah, no, that some of those, it's the vinyl itself, it's not really vinyl, it's like kind of like a foil, you know what I mean? Like a lot of that is really hard to get to work properly with transfer paper. Like you have to use a specific transfer paper, and so I used, instead of using that, because I couldn't find the sheet that came with it, like I said, I used just some blue cheap painter's tape, and that worked perfectly. It worked so nice, and I'm so proud of it, and it's so cute. And I did that in like, I don't know, like 20 minutes or something like that. I painted it, and then I had to let it sit and come back and do the thing. I do want to do some more Halloween crafts. I'm trying to get that together, but it's really hard because, you know, the usual situation. Plus, I'm, like I said, still in the process of figuring out where the hell we're moving to. I mentioned how much I despise moving, but at the same time, as much as I despise it, that's as much as I really need to. So it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. I'm very frustrated with the whole situation and all that fun stuff. But you know, it is what it is. I'm just trying to figure it out. I will say, after I released my vlog with the really bad audio a couple videos ago, I was recording in the car and I was using a lav mic, and every time I hit a bump it made the wire jiggle on my phone, which made the sound like do awful things, and then it was clipping out really bad and it was a nightmare. I had somebody reach out to me and I got a shipping notification. I should have my package here today. Well, not here, I'm at the park, but at home today. That includes 2 Rode mics, one of the little like shock mount camera Rode mics, and then one of their lav mics. So we'll see if that's any better, because something's gotta give. If I just use my phone mic, like right now I'm using my little DJI, I have a little like Mimo or whatever, the little handheld gimbal camera or whatever, which is kind of cool because it'll follow me. It's so cute. It's so cute. I never use this camera, but it's really adorable. I really like it. It's also really temperamental, and sometimes it's really hard to get it to like start up. Like you do the thing and it's supposed to like calibrate itself and then it goes into place or whatever. And it'll be like, nope, 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 nope. And the little head thing gets stuck like... It's terrible. It's so sad, and I feel so bad for it. And I have to like sit there and push the button and mess with it and get it to do what it's supposed to do. And sometimes it takes a minute. But I still enjoy it, even though it's a problem child. But, you know, I was a problem child, and I'm a problem adult. So it's perfectly fine. We get along well. It's as temperamental as I am. It's great. Yeah. I'm not really familiar with like how the sound is even on that or whatever, but being that I don't use this very often, and a lot of times I use like my phone gimbal, goofy one that has a place to plug in a microphone as well, and then I also have the adapter to use my iPhone with the Rode mic and my other camera and all that stuff. But anyway, but I'm just curious to see how the Rode mics sound, and because I never really had much of a chance to use one of those. I have all kinds of like crazy stuff, but not that. So, and I have a bunch of like off-brand ones. That's a cat hair. But I don't know. It's kind of hit or miss. Like some of them are really good, and like the one that I was using works perfect if I'm not moving. Like if I have my phone like on a tripod or something and I'm using it, it's fine. It's fine. But I do have to also keep it kind of away because I do talk a little loud apparently, and so it'll kind of like clip out when I'm talking. So I have to like be mindful of that when I use it. Put it far enough away or like under my clothes or something so that I'm not putting into it. It's starting to get warm in my car. I don't know what the temperature is. I'm gonna have to turn on the car and see. Let's see here. Hang on. That's probably loud. Fan feels good. I didn't even turn on the AC, it's just the fan. But it definitely feels good. I'm trying to make sure our music doesn't come on blasting. Which means it's going to. There we go. Okay. But, yeah, just, yeah, so somebody was nice enough, like I said, to send me a couple of Rode mics, which I was like, oh, why, thank you. I can't even... I've had a lot of people really, like, be really generous to me, well, throughout the years, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it comes to, like, with my online content and stuff, people have been really cool and really helpful and really, really generous, and I really appreciate that. And I always feel so bad. I feel like I've really let people down because of the fact that I'm so sporadic with my posting, I'm so sporadic with my content, and inconsistent, and it just makes me feel like crap. I'm trying, you know what, I never stop trying though, but I'm doing my best to kind of like, you know, get myself back to a point where I can do something, you know, work every day on it, even if I'm not posting every single day. My ideal schedule is posting weekly, you know, and that goes for my podcast, my vlog channel. I'd like to stream like twice a week. Like that would be ideal, right? And it sounds like a lot, you know, to do or whatever, but like I record video all the time, and I think, I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous vlog or not, but I have like, I keep a video diary. I record video all the time. So it's just editing. Editing is a thing I find myself having a hard time getting done, but I could stream and edit, you know, whatever, something like that. And then as far as the podcast goes, like for a while there, I was able to actually get into the research and do everything and have it done within a week. And then my world exploded and I was unable to, and now it's every month or two, and I hate it when I go a long period of time without an episode, but I'm trying really hard to get to the point where I'm getting that on track. The other thing that I'm having to work on top of all of this other stuff is my weight. Oh goodness. I'm doing really well now, but there was a point where I wasn't. I had worked for a while on getting myself under control and like where I needed to be. The number isn't the important thing. It's my health and flexibility and mobility, and those are the issues. Especially as I get older, it's really important to keep myself not any more unhealthy than I already am. So, then I things got rough, and of course during lockdown I put on some weight, and there's a point I got over 300 pounds, a little bit over, like 310, 315, like a lot more than I wanted to be, obviously, and that was a lot of stress and I didn't like it. So I started taking steps and I started working on getting my weight down, and I got my weight down. I got down into like the 270s or so, and it was secondary just because I was being more active and I was eating healthier, so it was just happening. I don't like to use my weight as the only gauge, but it is a tangible gauge, I guess, as far as my health goes. That and like my blood pressure and stuff. My blood pressure is good, amazingly. I don't know how, but then I slipped up, fell off the wagon, so to speak, screwed up, got myself back to the point of basically just overeating a lot and everything, and eating badly, and I did bad. And I got back up to 300, and I hadn't weighed myself in a while, and when I got on the scale, it was terrible. I was so disappointed in myself, you know what I mean? And like I said, it's not about the number, it's about my health, and I knew that I was doing myself wrong at that point. So I slowly like dialing it back, you know what I'm saying? And I'm back down. I weighed myself this morning. It's Sunday morning. I weighed myself this morning and I was at 290. And I had to make sure I weighed myself on two different scales 3 times. I'm like, wow, I made it back down to 290 because I just over the past week I cut down a lot of things. I was like, okay, stop drinking the damn soda because you love it, but it's not doing you any favors. I did buy myself some of those sugar-free sparkly drinks, the 1 liters from Walmart, because I really love carbonation, and I know that those aren't a healthy choice and not the best choice, and I really need to stay away from the carbonation altogether, but it's still a better choice than the Dr. Pepper that I want to drink by the gallon. So, it's baby steps, it's little things, it's little adjustments here and there. And then I'll slowly wean myself off of those completely and get back to drinking water like a normal person. And then every once in a while, like today, I treated myself to a coffee. I work the next couple days or whatever, so I'll have to remind myself not to go and stop at Little Caesars and buy a whole pizza and eat it for lunch by myself, just baby steps, little things, that I have to do and be mindful of. And it's rough. It's very, very rough. Instead of getting fast food for dinner last night, I made some butter chicken, curry, Oh, so good. And I had it with brown rice instead of the jasmine rice that I wanted, because the brown rice is healthier. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. And I didn't have any kind of bread or anything with it, which I normally do. But I just had the rice and chicken, and had a little side of some broccoli. It was delicious. Oh my God, so good. And it was healthier than anything else that I could have ate for dinner that I had on hand or was in my mind to go order. So proud of myself. Okay, I seriously have to turn my AC on. I was like, I'm just gonna chill here. No, I'm gonna die. I'm overheating. Don't leave your kids in the car in the heat, or your pets, or yourself, because it's hot out here and it's 83 degrees and I feel like it's 9,000 and I'm sweating. Oh, I went yesterday and got my sides shaved too, by the way. You probably noticed that. You're like, well, who's this like half bald lady talking to me? Yeah, and every time I go to get it done, so I used to do it myself all the time, but I don't know, I just kind of, it's a hassle. I have to like put the mirror up on the shelf in the bathroom and like angle it just right, and then I had to put contacts in because I can't keep my glasses on and get the stuff cleaned up around my ears, and it's just so much work, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that kind of work. It's too much work, so I'm not gonna do that kind of work. I'll go pay somebody like $18-20 or whatever to go do it for me or whatever. And then the price has gone up. The place I go is like 23 now, and then on tips, so it's like $30 just to get my sides shaved, to get it at home. But I wanted to pay somebody else to do it. And then the last person that did it before this lady messed up my lines, and I was mad. And then I told this lady I needed it fixed, and then she's like, "No, it's perfect." And I'm like, "No, it's not." And then she's like trying to fix it, and then like, I don't know, it still feels like it's off, but she says it's not. And then I have like this weird like little widow's peak thing in the front, which throws everybody off when they're like trying to part my hair evenly and stuff. And so it's just like a whole another level of stress. Anyway, as I go on, but yeah, it feels good and it's a lot cooler, and I'm able to sit here for at least a few minutes with my AC off before I start like feeling like I'm going to actually pass out, because I have no hair on the sides of my head and it's personal air conditioning and I absolutely love it. So and I keep trying to grow like a full head of hair again, but I feel like Pedro every time I do. I love that movie so much. Yeah, like I sweat and I get hot flashes and stuff, and I'm just like, this hair's got to go. It's gotta go. Bye hair. So yeah, it feels good though. It feels good, and I've been wearing my hair shaved on the sides since like the dawn of time, so it's totally fine. And I'm gonna be 90 years old with the sides of my head shaved. Like, that's just gonna be a thing. I'd have to like color this crap or something, and the ends are so fried. I'm waiting for it to grow out a little bit longer, because it's the longest I've had my hair in a while, which isn't very long, but I don't want to cut, like if I trim those ends, I'm going to want to like lop all my hair off, so I'm trying to like slowly like let it grow out, just trim a little bit off of it at a time, you know, like a normal person, and not color it, not do anything to it. I'm going to put like some, you know, like some Arctic Fox or something in it, you know, like a vegetable color or whatever, something like that, a temporary color, just so that it doesn't look so bad. But yeah, hair. Anyway, I have rambled on for like a minute here. Okay, several minutes here. I'm going to shut up now. Thank you for watching, and if you stuck around, I appreciate you. And like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will see you next time, whenever the heck that is. Hopefully soon. I think so. Yeah, because it's that time of year where I vlog every day, and you hear from me at least once a week. All right. Bye.